What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Hope you all had a great weekend. Getting into this episode of GH. Listen, I, I I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be very honest. After looking at this episode, I get both sides of the coin when it comes to this whole Ned, Drew, Michael situation, ELQ situation. I get both sides because on Ned from Ned's perspective, it looked like Michael was trying to pick the bones. Like he saw that Ned was vulnerable, Valentine was vulnerable, so he tried to swoop in and take over. I get it. I could see how why he would think that. How it would look. But from Michael's perspective, I get it from a business standpoint. Mind you, I cannot stand Drew worth a shit right about now. I can't stand him. And I'm not very fond of Michael either. But I'm looking at it, for me, I'm looking at it from a business standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Here you got Ned walking around thinking he's Eddie Main. He don't give a damn about business. All he cares about is a guitar and music. And then you got Valentine. He dealing with the whole fallout from Victor and, dealing with Charlotte's antics and her shenanigans. They both were out of commission pretty much where ELQ was concerned. Valentine has not mentioned ELQ. I think the only time I heard Valentine mention ELQ was when he lied and said he had to go to the office because a water main broke. That's the only time he's mentioned ELQ. He hasn't mentioned a thing about business meetings, nothing. So I totally see why Michael had to step in. Who the hell else was supposed to step in? Tracy was busy, trying to acquire deception and stuff like that. Drew was in prison, even though I don't want Drew anywhere near ELQ. Michael was the only one really stepping up to handle business while also running Aurora. I can see that point of view. Like I said, I'm looking at it from a business standpoint. ELQ, yeah, it's a huge company, but it cannot run itself every single day. Valentine is off dealing with his mess. Ned thought he was Eddie Main. Who else was supposed to step up? Michael had no choice. He stepped up. He, delivered on a huge business deal that's going to be very profitable. As far as him going to Australia to close the deal, I mean, for me, I don't see a problem with him doing that because he spearheaded the fucking deal. I know some people might say, well, Ned is back now. He could look it over and he could handle the rest or whatever. Maybe, but Michael should, I'm being fair. Michael should get the credit for it. Because he's the one who spearheaded the deal. He stepped up to the plate. He did that. I couldn't stand Drew with all that hollering and just his arrogance and his attitude. Oh, you should be thanking Michael. You should be Drew. Shut the hell up, please. Shut up. I cannot stand Drew worth of shit. Like every time I look at Drew's face, I just like ugh. I don't want him anywhere near ELQ. I don't want him nowhere near that company. I mean, if Michael gonna step in as the new CEO and put Valentine out, I have no problem with that per se. I have no problem with that. But I would take anybody over Drew at this point. I can't do him. I just cannot. He just drives me nuts. Because I got a feeling that if Michael and Drew were to take over the company, Ned could kiss that chairman of the board position goodbye. It's gonna be adios. It's done. He could kiss it goodbye. It's a wrap. I would prefer Ned stay on at the company as chairman. I just feel like the Quartermains need to finally realize working together is actually to their benefit. Working apart is to their detriment. Like, they really need to understand that. They're stronger together than apart. All this infighting over who should run the company or whatever is dumb. It's very dumb. It's like, that's why I agreed with Ned many moons ago when he suggested that they run it collectively. You know what I'm saying? And when they shot that down, I was like, that's stupid. Y'all better off just running things together as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's better for you. It's better for the investors. It's better for everybody. But of course, people don't like to listen to common sense and good reasoning. But it's going to be a shit show between all three of them. Like, it's going to be a showdown. So moving on from that, let me tell you something. I don't know what it was, but Carly was looking good as shit. I mean, she always looked good to me, but She was looking extra good today. I said, wait a minute. I said, Carly, who you dressing up for with this turtleneck on, and what you going to do? Because Carly was looking scrumptious. I said, what you doing today? You must got plans or something, because she was looking ultra good. I said, wait a, like she put a little extra spice on it today. I said, okay. But why Carly always got to think everybody broke? Like, this is the second time she done mentioned Nina's finances. Like, are you having money trouble? Girl, everybody not having money trouble like you. I'm just saying. Why you always got to bring up somebody's finances all the time? Like, everybody not down and out like you, boo. I'm just saying. Everybody not, everybody finances is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just want Nina to have money problems. I'm like, girl, Nina's A-okay in the money department, okay? And that little employee, I think her name Trish or whatever, at the Metro Court, she had a little nosy somebody. Like, where is they getting all this gossip from? Oh, I heard that you were coming back to the Metro Court. Is that true? You need to go and serve. You need to go be an employee. Like, why you all up in the gossip? Like, and who's spreading this gossip around? Because only a handful of people even know about Nina's offer. So how did it hit the Metro Court streets? Like, did Olivia say something? Because how everybody know about this? I love the fact that Carly basically told Nina flat out, I'm not going to Michael for no money. This is my mess. I made this mess. I need to fix it. I need to clean it up. I respect her for doing that and saying that. Because it's true. It's like, this is her responsibility, not Michael's. Because she could have got the money from various people by now. And I'm glad that she's sticking to her guns and she's not doing that. This is her mess. She want to clean up her own mess. I applaud it. I'm glad that she turned down the offer. She ain't got the funds right now. So when she get the funds and if the offer is still there, then I'm pretty sure then she'll make that offer to get, purchase it back. I just hate that Nina is allowing Michael to blackmail her into doing this. And then she's sitting there worried about, oh, what Michael gonna do to her now that Carly refused. Michael ain't gonna do shit. Michael not gonna do nothing about it because, for one, Carly refused. That's on her. You can't force her to take the Metro Court back. So it's not like he can penalize you for that. Two, Nina has a trump card. Even if Michael snitches on her about everything or whatever, she could use that kind of to her advantage a little bit by sitting there saying, well, Michael knew about it for a little minute and he didn't even tell you. He didn't even tell Willow. She could kind of try to flip that thing or whatever. But like I said before, if Nina was smart, she was smarter than the average bear, she'd sit here and try to get some dirt on him to cancel out his dirt on her. Like, I'm just saying. Like, don't just sit there like no little helpless person. Like, try to help yourself. You know what I mean? Like, do something. Don't just sit there and let somebody blackmail you like that. Hell to the no. It wouldn't be me. I'd be damned somebody try to blackmail me. It ain't going down like that. So anyway, moving on from that. See, the problem with this whole Finn situation is him and Liz are banking on this little friendship that they got with Terry and Portia to think that, oh, everything gonna be okay. You would be a fool to keep thinking that this friendship that y'all got with them is gonna push you through. Like, it's really not. Liz really tried to use her friendship to get information about the lawsuit to find out how that's progressing. And I love how Terry shut her down. She was like, listen, I can't talk about that. That's privileged information. I can't talk to you about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that she is being professional about it, because that's way above Liz's pay grade to be knowing information about that. But I am glad that Alexis slapped Finn with a little bit of a reality check about his situation. Like, at the end of the day, he's sitting there, oh, well, me and Portia and Terry, we're good friends. So what? Yeah, y'all are friends, but friendship and business is not the same. It's two separate components. Like, at the end of the day, yes, they are your friends, but this is a business matter and they are your bosses. So you got to take the friend hat off and put the boss hat on. They're your bosses. Their obligation is to the hospital. Making sure that the doors stay open. That's their first obligation. And I agree with Alexis. That's not only their obligation, that's the GH attorney's obligation. You know what I'm saying? Like, the GH attorneys work for GH. You know what I'm saying? So their first goal is to keep the hospital's image clean and keep the doors open as well. And make sure that GH does not lose this lawsuit. And if that means that they have to throw one of their doctors, i.e. him, under the bus, that's what they're willing to do. And I'm glad Alexis hit them to that. Like, that's what can happen. That's why I'm glad she told him, do not use their attorneys. Go find your own independent lawyer to represent your interests. Because their objective is to represent the interests of the hospital, not your interests specifically. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad she told him that, because that is true. He needs to get out of that wonderland, that little fantasy land, thinking that, oh, well, I'm friends with the chiefs of staff, so they got my back. Sir, the only back that they got right now is that hospital. And can I blame them? Not really, because this is business. This is not personal. Um, so of course they're gonna call Diane or whatever to represent him, even though she busy as a bee. But my thing is, why Alexis try to play Scott out like that? When he mentioned using Scott, and Alexis was like, no, no, this Scott ain't gonna, he's not the right fit for this. What you mean Scott ain't the right fit for it? I hate how they keep trying to dog Scott out like Scott is not the shit. Like he not that good of an attorney, because Scott really is good at what he does. You know what I'm saying? Like he's good. Um, so I hate how he be played out and stuff like that. Like he just an amateur, or he an ambulance chasing attorney or something. Like y'all gonna put some respect on Scott's name. Like they be trying to play Scott Baldwin. I'm like, listen, put some respect on Scott Baldwin's name. Cause I always felt he was a damn good attorney. You know, he could be a little, a bumbling fool at sometimes, but in that courtroom, he shined up in that courtroom. Let's be real. Diane is good too. I'm not taking away from her, but I feel like Scott is effective as well. And I feel like he would have handled this case too. So anyway, moving on from that. Trina got that boy sprung. Let me tell you something. Trina got Spencer so whipped, you could literally spread that boy on your sandwich. I'm just saying, that's how whipped he is. Like, this man literally slept outside her door. You know how whipped you gotta be to be sleeping outside your woman or your man door? Like, damn, Trina must got the ill nah, because wait a minute. You got him sleeping outside the door all night? Like, she must got kryptonite in her pants or something, because what the hell? I mean, for real, some of us can't even get a phone call back. Like, you got him sleeping out the door, like outside your room. We can't even get a return text. Like, she got to tell me the secret. She got to tell me her secret, because damn. It's like that. Like, this man been blowing up her phone, sending her all type of flowers, like enough flowers to fill a funeral home, sending her all type of cards. Like, he been going crazy. Spencer need a job. Like, I understand he got a fat trust fund, but he need a job. Like, he needs something to focus on professionally or something. But I love how Trina stood her ground with him, and she let him know, like, listen, I'm not about to be second to no one. Like, I'm not mad at that. She stood on her business, and I can't be mad at that. I've seen some people on social media try and dog Trina out because she forgave him. They felt too fast. For me, and this is just my opinion, I don't feel like she forgave him too quickly. I don't feel like she did. At the end of the day, she made that boy sweat. Like, she made him jump through some hoops to get her back. And the best that he could do right now is just promise to try to, let go and not hold on so tight to Ace and stuff like that, and by extension, Esme. I mean, that's the best he can do right now is try. At least he gave her that much. He was like, listen, I'm going to try not to, worry too much about them or just let them do them. That's the best you can get out of people sometimes, but he better hope that he don't mess up like that again, because this chance that she just gave him might be his last chance, so Spencer better get it together. At the end of the day, like, you are that boy's brother, not his daddy. Like, I don't really think Trina has a problem with him spending time with the boy, but living in such close quarters with Esme after everything she did, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you don't need to be around Ace every waking moment. You know what I'm saying? It's not your child. So I feel like she handled it well as, as you can handle a situation like that. So like I said, we shall wait and see, and hopefully he don't screw up the way he did before. So anyway, moving on from that. This Adam situation, listen, I will give Joshua Bernard this. Like, that boy can act. Let me tell you something. I think he's doing a pretty good job with this. Which I'm not surprised. I mean, he is MB's son, so I'm not shocked. But this Adam boy, I'm like, got some screws loose. This boy over here taking speed, having panic attacks during exams. I'm like, yo, his parents got him fucked up. Like, good lord. Like, he talking about being a doctor is his dream and stuff like that. And I agree with Josh. Is it really your dream or is this your parents' dream? Like, I really do believe his parents are really like forcing this on this boy. You know, like you got this kid over here taking speed just to study. Like, he really needs to talk to somebody, and his parents need to back the hell up off of him. Like, that is not good. Like, this boy gonna fuck around and kill himself one day. I'm telling you. If he keep going the rate he's going, he gonna OD off those meds, or he gonna harm himself. I'm telling you. Like, it's gonna go bad for this boy. It's already going bad. It's gonna get worse. Like, he really needs to stand up to his parents or pick a different major, do something. Because this ain't healthy for this kid. Like, this is not healthy whatsoever. You pulling out your hair. Like, he just yanking his hair. He be, like, just wilding out. I'm like, good grief, kid. Um, like, I laugh at the shit, but I really do be feeling bad for him because this happens to kids in real life. Like, this really does. Like, you have overbearing parents and you have parents who try to live through their kids, you know, live their life, you know, through their kids or whatever, or have their kids do things that they never accomplished or got done in their life, or they want, you know, have this perfect family image, so the kid got to be perfect. It can drive you fucking bonkers. You know, the mere fact that he's doing his best is, to me, it should be enough for his parents. You know, because all you can ask your kids to do is their best. You know what I mean? Like, all that perfect stuff, there's no such thing as perfect. But I am glad that, you know, Joss is really like trying to help this kid though. You know, he gonna need all the help he can get and all the friends he can get to rally around him for support. But I really hope that she keeps her eyes open around this boy too, because the last time he grabbed her and stuff, and now he blowing up at her and shit. I don't trust this kid. You know what I mean? I understand he going through some things, but I still don't trust him. I do not trust this kid like that, because my goodness. I wonder if we ever gonna see his parents though. Cause I really am curious about his folks. Like, we keep hearing about them and stuff like that. I hope we get to see him because they are nuts. So anyway, moving on from that. I know some people complain about the music stuff that they be showing on this show. I don't mind the Blaze scene with her in the studio singing and stuff. I enjoy it. You know, something different for me. It's just my opinion. I personally enjoy it. Do I trust her fully? No. Where Christina concerned, I don't fully trust her because I don't know her like that. And you know, most people that come in this show has some type of agenda. But I did enjoy her studio scenes and stuff, and you could tell like it's a passion of hers. And you could tell like BLQ is in her element when she in that studio trying to help an artist and stuff like that. Like, this is her element, you know, and I love that they're getting to do this. And I can't wait to see how big this can go. You know what I mean? Because Blaze is definitely into this. You know, she worried about if she gonna have a hit record and touring and stuff like that, if people gonna chant her name. I'm like, well, from what they've been saying, she already got a buzz about her, so I'm pretty sure like she gonna go mainstream or whatever. And even BLQ noticed the little chemistry between her and Christina. I said is noticeable. Like, you could see it. Something is definitely going on between them. It's gonna get spicy. But anyway, moving on from that, I'm glad, you know, Alexis told Christina about the whole Molly situation and stuff like that, because I know that's not going to be easy for her to hear. I just hope, I don't know where they going with this surrogacy thing. I just got a funny feeling they are really going to try to probably make Christina the surrogate, and it's going to be some mess. And you know me, I'm here for the mess. It's going to be some messy, messy mess. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.